Welcome to Politics with Pete. Glad you could join us today. Is anybody else out there besides me having the vacillation, the wishy-washy about how they feel about Donald Trump? I don't know. I just, when he first started, I said, you know, I really like this guy because he's saying exactly what others feel but are afraid to say. He doesn't know anybody anything. He doesn't care about what the lobbyists do. He doesn't care about a job as a lobbyist. When he retires, he's a billionaire. I don't know how many times over. So he owes nobody, nothing. And he's saying what he believes in. And yet, there's a part of me that feels Donald Trump wants to become president of the United States for one reason. Donald Trump. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You don't know either. But he gets notification, he gets notoriety wherever he goes. Everybody wants to, what's Donald saying now? He attacked Megyn Kelly, but he attacked her in a very personal way when he went on CNN and said, Megyn Kelly was treating me poorly. Looks like she had blood coming out of her eyes or blood coming out of wherever, referring to something else. And you just don't do that. You don't do that. And then the promises, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it because I don't want the enemy to know what I'm going to do. Well, you know what? I guess if that were the case, I'm not a bad speaker. So I guess I could stand and bloviate how much I'm going to help this country if you will vote for me for president. But I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it. But I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to do it. I'm starting to get the feeling this is what Trump is doing. Yeah, he's probably got, not probably, he has more business savvy than the guy that we got in there now. He's had more jobs. He's built conglomerates of businesses. Very successful businessman. And on a personal note, I love the way he has raised his family. His sons, daughters, everybody in his family done very well. MBAs, and are doing very well in business. I always gauge a man and a woman somewhat how they raise their children. And he's done a masterful job of raising his children. He has a right to be very proud of his kids. But his politics, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess he is threatening, well, if I don't get treated right, I'm going to run on a third party. Everybody knows what happened when Ross Perot did that. He gave Bill Clinton the presidency. He got 20% of the vote. Donald Trump will completely assure that this country will be run by Democrats for the next 4 or 8 years. People are saying Hillary. Of course, one of my predictions was that Hillary's not even going to make the Democratic nomination. But he's going to assure a Democratic victory if he, like he did on stage when Bret Baier asked him. He says, no, I don't know, I'm just using leverage. Leverage? Is that the word you want to use? Leverage? Which makes me think like, well, it's my ball. If you don't pick me first, I'm going home. That's not a guy that's looking out for you and me and health care and jobs. He's, well, I can create jobs. Look at all the jobs I've created. I've got businesses all over the world. I do business with China. I do business with everybody. Well, tell us how you're going to fit that into John Doe and Jane Doe that sit at the kitchen table once a month and write checks for their bills that they can't pay. All the millions we have out of work, the highest welfare that we've had in decades. How are you going to stop that? Don't tell me all the good things you've done. Tell me what you're going to do for me. Every time I walked into my boss bragging about something I did, when I made a big sale as a salesman, he says, don't tell me what you did yesterday. Tell me what you're going to do tomorrow. And he hasn't told us. Another thing he does is he attacks. He attacked Jeb Bush. He attacks people. And some people say, well, this is what we need. We got a wuss in the White House now, a jellyfish jellyfish, spineless thing. Now we need somebody with strength and backbone. That's good. That's good. But tell us what you're going to do if you want my vote. Because I don't know which way I want to go on Donald Trump. Do you? And that's Politics with Pete for today. Thanks for tuning in. Send me your comments about Donald Trump. I'd like to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe.